What do you do, home slices and home skillets? We are out here today learning the goods. It is Jkyl and Hyde day. It is also Hole day. We're learning how to make some heavy basses, something distorted, fun, riddim-y. Let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, there we go. We're going to be making some basses, some subs. I'm going to show you some techniques just so you can achieve this sound. The sound really is coming from G-clip. If you see here in my lows group, I have this group that has a G-clip and it's clipping this full signal. It's going to be clipping at about 6.9 decibels naturally. That's on the group. If we listen to it without G-clip, and then with, you can hear that's a whole different energy boost. That's really what we're trying to do here. Also, the main thing we want to do is have a nice, loud, clean sub with also good, prominent stereo and mono layers. If you see here, my mono layer is a little bit louder than the stereo layer. Both of them are actually using the same sample here. I'm using a bass loop that I got from Jkyl and Hyde pack from his Patreon. Make sure to go get his Patreon. And this, I basically took the first two drops and then I faded them. So you see I split them with Command E, and then I went ahead and used the audio fades to fade. This is controlling the dynamics of the sound here. On the actual audio track, very simple, just reduce ambience, OTT, and a camel crusher, just to make it loud and clean. Then this EQ8, which is not cutting too much lows, just a little bit, and then doing a slight boost in the highs as well. So this sample originally was stereo. You can see that here. If I would have left just this, it sounds good, but it's not the full body and the depth that we need. So we are going to add a mono layer as well, which sounds like this. Just really controlling the middle. So we'll have a middle and a stereo playing at the same time to make it full in the stereo image. We use this imager and bring the width down to achieve this. The width is down -87 right here. You can visually see it's mono now. And then we combine both of those, which sounds like this. Then when we clip the sub with this signal, it creates very nice. Now this sub usually would be at 0 in like regular song arrangement, but since it's being clipped, we have to turn it down to like -5. This is the Dripment SISTO sub. In the description, you can watch that video to see how to make this exact sub. This is what I learned from SISTO watching his Patreon. This is going to give us very nice lows as well as mids. You can look at the EQ here, cutting at 175. Using camel crusher as well. Erosion for the white noise on top. This is a very nice loud sub, and then we turn it down so that we can clip it with G-clip, and then we balance it out with the volume here. Get it nice and clean. With this arrangement, we just start with a simple call, and then lead into the response, which is the main bass. And you go back to a call, go to response again. Very simple quarter note rhythm. But since the sounds are loud and clean, it all works very well. And simple drums. Nice big clap. And some vocals recorded from yours truly. So if you see, you don't need much to make a loud, clean sound. The best producers nowadays are keeping things simple while achieving the best sounds. With this method, I really just quickly chose this Jkyl Hyde loop, but you can technically get any bass loop or any one-shots and then recreate the sound using fades and to control the dynamics. You type in bass one-shot, for example, or bass loop. You can find good stuff. Like, I like this sound, right? This is cool. And since my sub is in C sharp, just got to make sure that this is also playing a C sharp note. So we'll go ahead, open it, put it in complex so it pitches correctly. We'll pitch it down. If it's at F sharp, we go down to F, down to E, D sharp, D, C sharp. Then you have a first hit. You can go ahead and check its stereo image to see what it looks like. Looks pretty wide. We can go ahead and make a mono version. Remember, this one has the width turned down. So both together sound like that, rather than now all together. That sounds cool. So we'll do a couple fades. Maybe we get another one. Sometimes if the attack is too long, I'll fix that. And I'll use my fades once again to make a new attack. So we're really controlling the dynamics here. Move that down. Like that. Sounds perfect. We can repeat that. And remember, we want to actually have a call. So we don't want it to start right away. We want it to start like right after. Ooh, that sounded nice. And then with this bass, you wouldn't have to rewind the calls. We could just keep this going, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, so we want more of this right here. And then we can maybe like make some of them unique. Maybe like the first one or the last one. Maybe the one in the middle. Right? We can maybe make this do a double time or something. Check out these changes. You know what it is. If you keep it simple and don't layer too much, then people will be able to pay attention to the sounds and get feeling from each sound individually rather than just hearing lots of layers. So work on getting your things loud, proud, filling your frequency spectrum, filling the stereo image. You'll have a good time. Nice subs, clean subs, distortion. These are all of our friends. Hope you guys learned something new in this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep it real. Have a good day. Peace.